is a fake image. They got me, these sons of... It's just amazing how much stuff is fake.
It's just amazing that you don't give a to check into it. You just already think something and was like, oh, I could catch Joe Biden and some more bullshit and just run with it. Like, it ain't about how much fake people could put out. It's about the fact that you're so susceptible to it and you're the richest podcaster on earth. This is ridiculous.
So,
yeah, it is. But I feel like that's
Come on, bro. Like, this is ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? Drop a like, leave a comment, let me know you're in here. We finna have fun tonight.
What up, y'all? Logic's back with another one. Today, we're going to talk about the god of the gods of pods, Joe Rogan. I have never been the biggest Joe Rogan fan, but I did tune in if I saw him talking to somebody that I found interesting and was willing to listen to. I do know that he's a great podcaster and he is willing to engage with almost any and everybody, and we'll get to that later. Recently, just this election has broken a lot of people's brains. Even before that, Joe Rogan has been lost his way, and I don't get it because there's footage of him actually checking people for not knowing things and being misinformed and just saying things. And funny enough, we have a compilation of him doing this multiple times, and I don't get it. He can't be the same person that will on camera correct somebody for giving wrong information like he did Candace Owens famously, which a clip I love. It's happened to him more than once and he seems to never learn from it. So we're gonna watch a few clips of why Joe Rogan is just full of shit and it's hard to take him serious anymore. Shout out to Luke Beasley. I am gonna use the footage he has because he compiled this footage. So make sure I'm going to give him the respect he deserves for putting this video together. He found all the clips and his team put it all together in one video for me. And I'm sure it's not even all of them. There's going to be more, but we're just going to see how much you guys need to really start checking what these people say. It's not about agreeing with who agrees with you. If something sounds weird, you need to look into it. This shit is just not okay. But before we do that, make sure you leave a like, comment, sub, if not one, then all three. Now, let's get to the video.
How much money did Donald Trump give you to endorse him?
$100 million.
No, he didn't.
He gave me nothing.
Gave you zero, Joe.
Gave me nothing.
He gave you zero because you thought, I think that this is what's best for the country,
Exactly.
given the two options.
I knew the resistance that it would face, but
How
I
much
think
did
it's true.
Beyonce get?
She got $10 million.
$10 million.
But hold
Joe Rogan saying he didn't get paid to endorse Trump. Now they're saying Beyonce got paid $10 million.
on. She talked for like 3 minutes. That's good.
What do you mean that's good?
I mean, that's enough.
That's too much.
No, it's plenty. It's perfect.
10
It's a good
million.
deal.
I love
It's a
all
good
the
deal. The
sarcasm.
taxpayers' money. I mean, it's a good deal. All these people that are like donating money to the Democratic Party, and they're
It went
$20
to
million in
Beyonce.
debt.
As if nobody donates to the Republican Party. What the fuck?
Hey, you have to pay someone $10 million to endorse A, but then like B is doing it for free because they believe in that like idea. Which one seems more nefarious?
Bro,
Why isn't there no thought that maybe they agree with them already and they're still gonna get paid to endorse them if that's the case? That's not always the case. There's some people that do get paid to do endorsements. To my understanding, Donald Trump reached out to 50 Cent to perform Mini Man after he got shot, and 50 Cent turned it down. That's what 50 said. I don't know if it's true or not, but he said it, and he seemed pretty fucking serious.
I got a call, but they wanted me to. Well, Sunday.
Oh, they wanted you to come
Oh,
yesterday.
Madison Square Garden?
This week.
They wanted
Oh
you
yeah,
to
because they
pop out
wanted you to
there?
perform Mini Men. They wanted you to perform Mini Men at the RNC too, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they still offered me $3 million.
To perform?
at the RNC or this past Sunday?
Huh?
At
No,
the
this past Sunday.
at $3 million,
Mm-hmm.
and then they offered you money for the Republican National Convention too, right?
You turned
How
it
much
down?
is that?
Yeah, I didn't even go far back. I wasn't talking to them about that kind of stuff. 'Cause I'm afraid of politics, bro.
That happened. People pay. If you already agree with somebody, you may offer to pay. They're not gonna. I don't think there's many people that would just full blown get paid and not agree with who's asking them to endorse them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I don't think that would be the norm, even if it does happen.
Eminem took 1.8
1.8.
Is that real?
How do we know that's true?
because I said it.
None
I
of
read it on the internet.
How do we know that's true? Because I said it.
I
fuck
have
is
not
wrong with
found
you?
any evidence that supports this stuff.
I think it's
including
all legit.
some of them being asked instead of.
What's funny is I don't know if this was before or after Beyonce sent a cease and desist to Candace Owens for spreading this same fucking false rumor.
I was not paid.
$5 million to Megan Thee Stallion, $3 million to Lizzo, 1.8 for Eminem,
I know that's in this article, but it doesn't show like where.
and $1 million for Oprah.
That could be made up.
Okay.
Yeah, it says an Instagram list.
Well, I
posted all
didn't
that.
make it up, but that's what I
love
read.
it.
So yeah.
I
trying
want
to
it
say.
to be
Okay,
real.
yeah, no problem.
I want it to be real.
Yeah.
It just says that there's
no
records.
federal
Doesn't
records
mean it didn't
showing
happen.
campaign payments
Right.
to Eminem or Megan Thee Stallion. So when it says mostly false, like where did that rumor emanate from?
Someone put it on Instagram. And
I know one pot.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this man just sat here was like, yeah, Beyonce got paid $10 million to talk for 3 minutes. He said, where did that rumor come from? You know, I saw it on, how do you think they got us? Like, I saw it on X. I saw it on Instagram. They said she got paid $10 million, but I can't find anywhere that Beyonce got paid, even though all that stuff would be public information. Damn it. They got me. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? You're Joe Rogan. This is actually unacceptable.
Damn. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
we
If I'm wrong,
absolute-
I'm willing to,
again,
I read it and
Like, there's no reason you should be put in this type of predicament. They didn't hedge a little, like, you know, I'm not sure how true it is. They didn't do none of that. They was like, yeah, she got paid $10 million. Oh, yeah, I'm just getting, you got paid to do all that shit. Now look at you, shit face. Look at him.
and my blood boiled.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
go-
what is
okay,
going on?
the Beyonce
what the
one is
fuck?
crazy.
I was mad
There's-
about something that I completely fucking made up. Damn.
no evidence that it's true. It might be true. Doesn't mean it's not. Just no current
No
evidence
current
as of
evidence.
today.
It's mostly false, but this is political.
Yeah, it could be a rumor that
But
kind of.
this is PolitiFact. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Because if it said something you agreed with, you wouldn't be saying, but this is PolitiFact.
PolitiFact is sketch.
There it is. It's all. This is why I want to walk through these clips, and some of them.
Oh, my God. We're going to walk through them, Luke. You know, we got your commentary, and I appreciate you putting these clips together, man.
But the State of the Union was not live, and
Yes, it was.
No. Did you see that they found out that it wasn't? That they looked at his watch, and his watch.
Wait. No.
I've seen this one before, and this is so fucking embarrassing.
Oh.
Yeah. Do State of the Union analysis. Biden's watch.
No way.
Yeah, someone zoomed in on his watch, and his watch was the wrong time.
How could that even be?
Well, it could be he's blind. You can't see what
But
time his
all the
fucking
networks
watch
on
is.
it?
His watch being the wrong time means he's blind and can't see. Like, what type of logic is this, bro? Or maybe you're just a dumbass that fell for some internet games.
I don't know what they knew. How do you know what they knew? You just you get a feed. You know?
I don't think all the Republicans would agree to it, too.
Who
'Cause they're
knows
all
what
there.
they knew?
The State of the Union is live. He is trying to say that it was fucking pre-recorded because the time of the State of the Union supposedly being there, going on, Joe Biden's watch didn't match. Whatever the fuck that would mean, or if you even could read or watch accurately by zooming in enough. But the fucking State of the Union is live, like he said, with Republicans there too. So that means you had to get all of these people in on it.
They're all
To
there
agree.
live while
Yeah.
he's doing it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got Mike Johnson behind you. You got them all in the audience crossing their hands when they don't like what you say. It's got to be live.
Let's see.
I don't see anything. Maybe the Union wasn't live. I added watch.
It
I'm
could
not
be some troll shit.
see anything about
They
that.
got me.
Yeah.
They could have got me. Well, there was no Biden's watch. Look at Biden's watch, incorrect time, State of the Union.
He doesn't have a watch as a sundial. The guy's like the guy's 5,000 years old.
He's looking at the stars with a sextant.
That's not why he has that face.
And now you're just gonna laugh it off because you're stupid.
No, President Biden's Oval Office address wasn't pre-recorded. A fake
No, that's the
image with
Oval
the
Office,
wrong
not the State
time
of the
floating
Union.
around. Yeah, there is a fake image. They got me, these sons of bitches. It's just amazing how much stuff is fake.
It's just amazing that you don't give a fuck to check into it. You just already think something and was like, oh shit, I could catch Joe Biden in some more bullshit and just run with it. Like, it ain't about how much fake shit people could put out. It's about the fact that you're so susceptible to it and you're the fucking richest podcaster on earth. This is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, no.
Hold on. We're not done yet.
Well, there's people that voted for Biden that are doing it now.
Yeah.
They're like, what did I do?
Right.
Like, what did I choose? Like, how is this guy?
Yeah, you just can't listen to an interview or he's saying some of the stuff he says that just makes no sense at all. It's like,
Yeah, Joe Biden's the only one that does that. Yes, Joe Biden's the one that has interviews and talks and speeches where he just makes no sense. Joe Biden messes up his words. He stumbles. He stutters. He mixes up things. He forgets things. But I think it's hard to say that he doesn't make sense. Even when he messes up, you understand what he means. I don't know if we could say the same about Trump.
you can't listen to those interviews and feel like you made a good decision. I don't know how you
Did
could.
you hear what he said like yesterday or a couple days ago? He was talking about the Revolutionary War. He's like, one of the reasons why we lost the Revolutionary War, one of the problems with the Revolutionary War was they didn't have enough airports.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I saw that. It's
Have
like,
you seen
what
that?
the hell?
Like, pull him.
It's
Imagine
crazy.
If you had any other job and you were talking like that,
Yeah.
they would go, hey, you're done.
A few moments.
First of all, why would just speaking, maybe having incorrect information or fucking mixing up your words have you out of a job?
Later.
The same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
What?
Just for the record,
Is that fake?
it's not fake, but he was referencing Trump saying that.
Bro, I'm so glad he has a producer with some fucking integrity. I probably could name 3 other shows that would just let that shit ride without fact checking it whatsoever. He said, he was referencing what Trump said.
Here's what Trump's saying it in 2019.
Oh.
Donald Trump said something about that. He didn't.
Oh, shit. I really am a dumbass.
Say Jesus. He said a stable genius, and that's where the transcription.
Let me hear what it says. What did he say?
In June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge, found glory across the waters of the Delaware, and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown. Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he fucked up.
Yeah, he did. But I feel like that's,
Come on, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. Look at Luke's face. It's just funny as hell. It's like, dog, come on. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason you should be carrying yourself like this on your podcast that somebody can pull up all of these clips of you being full of shit and just business as usual, right? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I really have an issue with people blatantly lying on their stuff. There's one thing if you put out information that's incorrect and then come back and correct the record. You make a mistake. You made a prediction. That's totally different. Like, all those things are different than you like not putting in the effort to have full information when you're trying to give information. Like, you're not just giving an opinion on something. You're like literally trying to put out a certain narrative about these people, and it's totally incorrect. Like 180 degrees incorrect. That's the problem. And I don't think that should be okay with anybody.
Wild thing to say. It's such a wild thing to say. And it's such a wild thing to do, like a supervillain in a Batman movie. Like some billionaire guy who likes to hire the most progressive district attorneys that's going to let people out of jail and then fund the next person who's more to the left of that person and just keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing it until you get tents everywhere, violence in the streets. You know?
The fuck?
He's done a damn good job.
How come there's no right-wing guys like that to do it the other direction?
I always wonder that too.
I always wondered.
There's no rich right-wing guy. funding a political agenda. Got it.
Okay, this one's actually boring and it's 3 minutes. This is him being taught by Jamie that a bunch of the biggest donors, biggest billionaires, and biggest corporations donating in politics are right wing. It's just he looked at the top list and it's just red.
Yeah, I saw that actually. Like he pulled up this fucking Instagram post where they was talking about how much money these companies donated to a certain political party, but it was like literally individual people that work with these companies where their money went, and like it was like left-wing individual people donated most money collectively to specific candidates versus companies themselves did a bunch of money for the right wing. It was the companies themselves, not people that work for them. The companies donated the most money to Republican factions. It's just endless with these people. It's ridiculous. Luke didn't cover this one, but I got a bonus for us. I might have 2 bonuses. So let's get to the first one.
So you know who made a campaign stop on the Joe Rogan podcast Friday night. And with all the issues Americans are going to be voting on, you know where they started the interview? Take a look.
It was the episode of you when you were on The View, and I think it was 2015 or 2006, like when you were running for president.
Right.
Okay, let's stop there. There's a lot of fake news coming up, so we're going to clear some of it up as it happens. He was actually, in that clip, is 2011, 4 years before he announced he was running.
Yep.
Okay, that's the first thing they got wrong. Next.
And this is Joe Rogan, the guy that everybody fucking listens to.
You got introduced.
And we wonder why y'all wonder why I say that a big percentage of the voting bloc that voted for Trump is uninformed, because this is one of the biggest podcasters. This is the biggest podcast on earth, not one of the biggest podcasts on earth. And Trump went to some of the biggest podcasts on earth as far as the younger demographic goes, and all these people voted for Trump, and they were being lied to and misinformed about so many things. Look at what the fuck Rogan is saying and doing to his audience. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and it's repeated.
Is our friend Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
So here's the actual appearance. Watch.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to. Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend.
It's funny how they zoomed in on Whoopi.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
So Barbara was her usual polite self, as she was with every guest. But did I look warm and fuzzy? Was that a warm and fuzzy welcome from her?
That shit funny. That shit is funny.
But because I respect Barbara, you know, she said be polite to guests no matter what. Yes. And for the most part, I got through. I did it like I do now. But here's where they really messed up. Watch.
They're talking about you in such a favorable light.
Honey, Joe, I think you missed this part. Take a look.
I want him to show his birth certificate.
And this is the birtherism for Obama, what the fuck he was doing. And look at how Whoopi react.
On that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh my God, that is just
And Barbara even said it's a terrible thing to say. He was really focused on Whoopi, but he was trying to say how everybody was loving to him, and Barbara's challenging him right now. And his focus was like, because I guess Whoopi was giving the most pushback on Trump. So he's trying to say Whoopi was so nice and warm, and she loved, they big hug and a kiss, blah, 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 blah.
I love you. I'm telling you. Too. I think that's the biggest pile of dog mess I've heard in ages. It's not because he's black.
Let him show. Has nothing to do with it.
This just goes to show that Trump has been a piece of shit for a long time. Like, the birtherism shit was insane. Like, the man knows no bounds. All he knows is lies and bullshit. Like, he's a professional bullshitter, and he's gotten over in the entire country. And I cannot wait for the Donald Trump documentary we get in probably like 10 years or maybe less. We're going to get it, though, and I can't wait for it. Man.
How's that that way. Any white president asks to be shown the birth certificate. When
Right.
you become a
You asking about the only black person that's ever won, or 2011. Yeah, he won being president, and now you talking about I got to see his birth certificate. Get the fuck out of here.
president of the United States of America, you know that he's American. I'm sorry, that's BS. Look, this show has allowed all kinds of people to come on. People we agree with, people we don't agree with. I've not been a fan of this man's. I don't like how he talks to us. I don't like how he talks to the nation. So I have not really had much to say until he started running for president. Then I could say everything I needed to say. My face said everything. That was a good side eye.
Didn't you just like him from even
That's
before
hilarious.
That, even
She
before that, when you first had an
ain't
encounter with
happy
him?
in the slightest.
He's been in New York forever. He's
Okay, that's enough of that. But as we can see, Joe Rogan loves to talk. He doesn't love fact checking. He doesn't love research. And I get it. If you're one of those podcasts that you have limited time to do things and do hands-on research, you got a team that does it, which is why Jamie always facts check. Well, Jamie facts checks him, I guess, enough. He's done it enough times. I've seen him do it other times besides the ones Luke just showed. But he has people to do it for him, but he just speaks so matter-of-factly, and it's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, if you know that you haven't done your research on this topic, don't speak so confidently of him. That's the problem. It's not that you have something to say about this topic and feel away, but present it as an opinion or put some room between you and the truth because you clearly don't know where it's at this point. This next clip is Joe Rogan basically explaining why he wanted to stay out of the politics stuff and how he ended up endorsing Trump and what was the catalyst of him, like, taking it serious, I guess you could say, for lack of better words.
Well, I wanted to stay out of the presidential election. It's
What happened?
gross because I feel like I had to. I feel like this is so nuts. This is so nuts. When that Tim Walz guy, it's so nuts that guy was going to be the vice president. You're telling me, you're telling me this whole thing's fake. Then you're telling me you don't care if someone's a liar. You don't care if they lied about their military rank, where they served. You don't care if they lie about being an assistant. You don't care if they lie about Tiananmen Square. There's too many things. This is so crazy. You would get fired if you were an assistant manager at an oil changing company.
Fam, you mean to tell me that you care about lying and putting the lying label on Tim Walz, the man that said he was in Tiananmen Square when he was actually there in the fall, when it was actually the spring or whatever the fuck, or the summer, whatever it is. The man misremembered somewhere he was 30 years ago. Oh my God, kill him now. I could have sworn Donald Trump lied about things that we can clearly go back and verify, and they were clearly malicious lies, like saying FEMA monies ran out, like saying they're eating cats and dogs, like saying he won the 2020 fucking election. Yeah, those lies. Yeah, I can endorse and vote for that guy, but God forbid somebody misremember the season they were in another fucking country 30 years ago with no malicious intent. Clearly, he was just saying that he was there in the effects of the protest just because he misremembered the season. He didn't say, yeah, I was out there marching in the streets during the protest. No, that's not what happened. He just misremembered the season, but he knew he was there basically in the after effects of the protest. So let's not act like he was lying just to give himself a more of an ego boost. And as far as his military rank goes, that's simply because he didn't sign the paperwork because he retired shortly after getting the promotion. So stop with this nonsense of caring about lying in politics when you simply don't even give a fuck that the person you just voted for is a prolific liar. Probably the most, Donald Trump will go down in history as the biggest, most prolific and habitual liar in American history. I don't even want to just say presidents. I'm going to say in American history because it can be documented. Like I said, I cannot wait for this fucking documentary because Donald Trump's cult is going to look so fucking stupid when this documentary come out and they just show how much this man has bullshitted all of you his entire career. The last one we have to get into is just it's mind-boggling in how Joe Rogan will sit and just consume all of the bullshit that people feed him with no fucks given.
100%.
How so?
Just by terrorizing anybody who tries to do anything new in financial services.
Can you give me an example?
Well, like I said, debanking. This is where.
Sorry, they are talking. This is Mark Andreessen. Don't know who the fuck he is, but he's a fucking liar. Another one. He's telling him that the CFPB is a company that can debank you for having the wrong politics, when the CFPB is literally an agency that helps redeem people that have gotten scammed and gotten over by bankings or credit card companies and banks and stuff that try to get over you with fees and APYs and stuff. They'll basically send you a fucking check if you have been basically gotten over on by one of these companies fraudulently. They basically give you money if any fraud has came your way, as far as banking and credit cards and any type of scams and payday loan stuff and stuff like that. They will give you money as a consumer, as a citizen, if you've been scammed by one of these companies. And this man is trying to tell Joe Rogan that this company should be dismantled by Elon and Donald Trump because they'll debank you for having the wrong fucking politics.
Where a lot of the debanking comes from is these agencies. So debanking is when you as either a person or your company are literally kicked out of the banking system.
Like they did to Kanye.
Exactly, like they did to Kanye.
No, Kanye got debanked because he's a fucking anti-Semite and they don't want to associate themselves with somebody like that. That's why.
My partner Ben's father has been debanked.
Really?
We had an employee
for what?
For having the wrong politics, for saying unacceptable things. Under current banking regulations, you can't.
How is that legal?
Well, exactly. So this is the thing, and then you go to this thing of like, well, there's no. This is where the government and the companies get intertwined. Back to your fascism point, which is there's a constitutional amendment that says the government can't restrict your speech, but there's no constitutional amendment that says the government can't debank you, right? And so they can't.
Like this is like. It's so crazy how the right has always been talking about corruption and the richest people is like trying to control you and get over. Meanwhile, the richest people are up here in full view in front of your fucking nearsighted eyes are telling you that they're doing things to get over on you as the average person, and people are just like, Donald Trump is gonna save us. Oh, like this is the corruption is in your face, and y'all regular. Y'all just taking it in. Y'all don't care.
Do the one thing, that they do the other thing, and then they don't have to debank you. They just have to put pressure on the private company banks to do it, and then the private company banks do it because they're expected to. But the government gets to say we didn't do it. It was the private company that did it, and of course J.P. Morgan can decide who they want to have as customers. Of course, right? Because they're a private company, and so it's this sleight of hand that happens. So it's basically a privatized sanctions regime that lets bureaucrats do to American citizens the same thing that we do to Iran.
Okay. No, it's just the rich people just mad at they're as being checked. That's what's happening. So just so we're all clear, let's look at what the CFPB is and what they do. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is a U.S. government agency that helps consumers by enforcing consumer financial laws. The CFPB implements and enforces federal consumer laws to ensure that financial institutions treat consumers fairly. This is what Elon Musk and Mark Andreessen, this guy, want to get rid of. Promoting fairness and transparency, the CFPB works to make financial markets fair, transparent, and competitive. Educating consumers, they provide educational materials to help consumers understand their rights and responsibilities. Accepts complaints, and forwards them to relevant companies to get a response. Supervising financial institutions, the CFPB supervises banks, lenders, and other financial institutions, including credit reporting agencies and debt collection companies. This is a company that Elon Musk is promoting to get rid of. I don't what do y'all want to talk about corruption, all this behind the scenes shit? Well, they done milked y'all for so long, they made y'all think everything was behind the scenes. So now they're in your faces telling you exactly what they want to do, and you guys are like, yeah, Doge go. Like, I'm sick of this shit, bro. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what you think it's gonna happen, but it's not gonna benefit you. Everything that these people want to do is benefiting the rich and the rich only. And unless you plan on being rich January 20th, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't feel bad for you. If you made it to this point in the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, sub. If not one, then all three. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.